Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to ancientsire. Thank you so much for joining me for your September 2016 General Zodiac Tarot reading. I want to emphasize that this is only a general reading. It will not apply to each and every Scorpio out there. If this does not resonate with you, I highly suggest that you also watch your moon and your rising sign as well. Also, a personal reading is, of course, best because I can attune to just your personal energy. If you would like a personal reading with me, you may do so by following the link to my website, which is listed in 3 places. Once in the description and at the end of this video, and also in the upper left-hand corner. I also want to thank all of you who have subscribed to my channel and have left me all your comments and feedback. It means so much to me. I am overwhelmed with gratitude. Thank you so much. All right, Scorpio, so I have already shuffled and laid out the cards as usual, just to save a little bit of time, so we can go ahead and dive right in. So the first card in your reading, centering your reading, is the Five of Wands. Now, the Five of Wands represents disruptions, battling, fighting, arguing, bickering, things like that. This could indicate a competition. And it's usually in the work or career aspect, but this can represent a romantic rival as well. I'm hearing that you need to believe that, believe in yourself right now and have that confidence and strength is very important. I'm also hearing to hold your head up high and don't back down from competition. In the love aspect, I'm also seeing that the person that you may have your eye on may also have their eye on several different people as well. So keep your eye out for that. I'm also feeling that you may be running around like a chicken with your head cut off, having a lot going on, and you may be feeling a bit frazzled in the month of September. You may be feeling overwhelmed with the amount of stress that is piling up on you. I'm hearing that you need to create some alone time, create your own little space and have your quiet time. Do what makes you happy. Listen to music, read a book, watch YouTube. um, do whatever it is that will relax and calm you down, because your stress level, especially in this month, is going to be a big factor, not only on your emotional well-being, but also on your health. Now, the next card in the reading is the Knight of Pentacles. And this is crossing this card. Now, this is something that can either help or hinder you. Okay? I'm feeling that this is one of the people you may be having difficulty with. Okay? If this is an actual person in your life, this is usually somebody younger, I'd say 20s, early 30s maybe. It doesn't have to be, but that's typically the age range. This is somebody who would be a earth sign, which would be a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus. This person is usually a very hard, dependable worker. So this may be somebody in your work life, okay, that may be giving you maybe some competition or maybe adding to your stress level. This is somebody who may be nitpicking your work, kind of analyzing, over analyzing everything. Um, However, this could be somebody who um, can benefit you at work as well, because this is a very stable, hardworking um, person, usually, as earth signs usually are. They're usually very serious when it comes to their work and um, their job. Okay. This person could um, help you, benefit you, in that he or she is able to see the big picture, whereas you may be too close to the sorry, I'm turning my music down. You may be too close to the problem to see the big picture. This may be somebody also who has an affinity for animals and nature. Um, they may have multiple pets. They may have a side job, working at a veterinary clinic, or a kennel or cattery, something in that um, nature. Now, the next card in the reading is crowning your reading today as the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords is usually um, an actual person in our lives. Again, it can be an energy, but more times than not, it's an actual person. Um, this would be an air sign. Okay, so this would be a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius, male or female, usually female, but it doesn't have to be. But this is somebody that's usually a student of some sort. A lot of people call it the apprentice card. Um, this could be somebody who is going to, studying in high school, college, higher education, trade school, learning a new craft of some sort. This may be self-taught. This could be somebody who's learning a new language, learning to sew, something to that effect. But the pages are also messages. I'm sorry, the messengers. They bring news, information, and invitations. I'm hearing that the news that they bring may not be what you are hoping to hear. But keep your mind open, because sometimes there's something better right down the road. Okay. Um, this may actually be somebody who um, is a bit of a know-it-all, um, and maybe stepping on your toes, so to speak, whether that be at work or at home or love life, or what, however it plays out for you. But this is somebody who, has an answer for everything, whether it be right or wrong, um, but very pushy, very, um, I'm hearing the word, the term smarty pants, whether they are or not, they think they are. Okay. Also, I'm hearing that this person may be giving you some constructive criticism, and you may not be taking to that very well. Um, Again, keep your mind open and realize that this is not to be ugly to you. It's, constructive criticism. They're actually trying to help. I'm also hearing that if you're looking for work, um, you may have to take a hit with your pride on this to land a job. Don't put yourself down or anything, but um, bring your, I wouldn't say cockiness, but your ego down a few notches in order to land this job. Also, I'm hearing to be cautious of with contracts and documents of any kind. Read everything very thoroughly. I'm hearing in the love aspect, relationships, whether that be love or friendships um, or family affairs, that there may be some bickering going on. Know when to walk away. Know when to back off. In other words, not walk away. I don't mean it like that, but don't push things too far. Okay, you may say things that you cannot take back. Um, Things could get heated very fast. Also, pick your battles, because there's just some things that are not worth fighting for or fighting about. All right. So the next card in the reading is the King of Pentacles. Now, this is in the position of the unknown. This is hidden secrets, hidden knowledge, subconscious things you're not consciously aware of. Now, the King of Pentacles is usually an earth sign. Again, this would be a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus. This can be man or woman, but this is usually a man, usually a more mature man. Um, he usually has hair on the darker end of the spectrum. He may be a business owner, he may be a boss, he may be a manager of some sort, um, he may be an entrepreneur. But this is somebody who is very business savvy, very well respected, very intelligent and practical, very grounded individual. This man is also usually very honest and hardworking as well. Um, I'm hearing that he has a lot of advice to give you, um, and that advice is definitely worth heeding and listening to. This man may even be very well off. Now, his personality is that he would share his last breadcrumb with you, but he's also going to teach you how to get your own breadcrumb. Okay, so he doesn't just um, hand out his knowledge or hand out his resources without expecting you to be able to either learn or do so for yourself. Now, the next card in the reading is the Four of Wands, and this is in the position of the past. And I don't really like to call it the past. I much prefer the Catalyst card. This is something that set everything else into motion. Now, the Four of Wands it's a very positive, uplifting card. It's about joy, celebration. Um, this could be um, a wedding of some sort, a merging of families. This could be a birthday or ceremony or ritual, or something where the whole family comes together to celebrate something. Okay, this could be Christmas. Whatever it is for you, this is um, what has set everything in motion. For some of you, I'm actually seeing that this may be a building of a structure of some sort. This could be a home, this could be an office. Um, whatever it is. For some of you, I'm seeing that you may actually be moving your place of residence, and it may actually be to this home that is being built for some of you. I'm also hearing in the work sector that you, just because you may be on top right now, make sure that you are doing everything and staying vigilant to stay on top. It's kind of like playing King of the Mountain. You have to maintain that position, okay? Or someone could come and knock you off. I'm also hearing that you may, I know this is kind of contradictory to what I just said, but I'm also feeling that for some of you, you may be having some conflict with family members that could have generated around a family get together. This could be a barbecue, a picnic, a birthday celebration, whatever it is for you, however it plays out for you. But this, I'm seeing that there could have been an argument sparked or something um, in that nature, and maybe some harsh words were said. Um, but I'm definitely feeling like it's going to have an impact um, on your finances. Okay, that you just may have a lot on your plate and more being added, more stress being added. Now, the next card in the reading is in the future position. Now, future is never written in stone. This is more the most probable outcome if everything stays on the same course. So this would probably be towards the end of the month here. But you have the reverse Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords reversed is having a more clear and um, better perspective on your life or the situation at hand. I'm saying that you definitely went through some difficult time, some, conflict bickering, some, turbulent energy there, but the worst may be over for some of you. I'm hearing that some of you have made, you've kind of did a checklist in your head of things to improve your situation um, or situations. Um, that's wonderful, but I'm also hearing to make sure that you don't make the same mistakes again to put yourself back into that situation. I'm also hearing for some of you Scorpios to be sure that you see your own role in the matter, um, and acknowledge that you may have, you know, that you had a part in this conflict or these issues as well. For some of you Scorpios, this could be indicating a serious problem in your career or business work area aspect of your life towards the end of the month. Um, I'm hearing that, this could be, maybe competition of some sort. I'm hearing not to ignore these problems, but you need to make sure that your thinking is clear. Don't let your emotions run away with you. Um, take some quiet time if you can, and kind of decide what your next moves are. And look at it, in a broad sense, okay? And decide what's best for you. I'm also hearing that this is definitely a time um, to go deep into thought, okay, and go into a possibly meditative state, or just take some you time and really do some soul searching and some um, um, deep reflection on your life in general, and where think about your goals, think about um, the lessons, um, think about the people in your lives. What does no longer serve you? How can you attribute to this positive change that you're wanting to create? Is your goal, for your highest good? Make sure it's for your highest good and not your ego. But basically, what I'm hearing is that you need to think long and hard before you make any moves, okay? And also think about consequences and um, the steps that are going to need to be taken. Now, the next card in the reading is the King of Wands. And this is in the position of usually it represents you, how you're feeling about everything, your hopes, your fears, your desires. Um, this could also indicate why everything is happening. Okay. But the King of Wands is usually a fire sign. Most often it's a Sagittarius, but this could be a Leo or an Aries as well. But this is a very fiery energy here, full of energy, full of um, you know, full of go juice. Okay, just ready to go, 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 go. You have a lot of stamina, and a lot of energy to get things done. You may be feeling very ambitious um, and ready, to tackle um, these goals or these tasks at hand. This could indicate a man who is um, very protective and has very protective and loving feelings about you, or caring feelings about you. I'm also hearing to be sure that you don't push too hard too fast, um, that the goals that you are setting, it's going to be a process. It will not happen overnight, and you need to have patience. Um, Also, what I'm seeing here is that there are two kings side by side here. Okay, this could be indicating a rivalry. All right, you may be having to choose between two men. You may be having two people tell you two different things, maybe conflicting things. Um, and these are opposites here. Fire and earth. Um, for some of you, this could be somebody that you are, these two men you are interested in, and you're having to choose. Or, they may be competing for your attention. Now, the next card in the reading is the Ace of Cups reversed, and it is in the position of um, the people, the energies, the um, events surrounding you. The Ace of Cups is usually a very positive omen, regardless if it's upright or reversed. But you could be feeling a bit stuck right now. Okay, you you might be feeling as if you're under that glass. Okay, um, kind of trapped like a bug underneath there. Um, metaphorically speaking, you may be feeling like there is some blocks being put in your way, and you're just not really getting anywhere. And that's another one of those things where you need to sit back and think, okay, what's causing these blockages? What are the blockages? How can I move these blockages? And how did they get there? You know, um, think it through before taking any action for sure. When it comes to your career, your work, I'm hearing to hang in there. All right, because I'm also seeing an eye in the sky. There may be some security cameras, um, or somebody watching you, maybe a higher up, a boss, or owner of some sort. But somebody is watching your moves very carefully. So just hang in there. Watch your P's and Q's. Um, don't do anything drastic. I'm hearing that for some of you, you may be having an emotional bond to someone, um, or something, or maybe the job itself, when it comes to the work aspect of your life. And you may be feeling like kind of heartbroken about it if you're thinking about leaving, or because of all these issues that are going on. Again, hang in there. Okay. Also, remember, change is not always a bad thing. I'm also hearing that you need to remember to love yourself. Be kind to yourself. Don't beat yourself up so much. Okay? It's important to love yourself, and it's also the most hard. It's the hardest thing to do as well. Okay. But these are phases. These are not going to um, stay permanently in your life. Okay. These are just like phases of the moon. It's going to keep shifting. Okay? So just hang in there. So the next card in the reading is the Two of Swords. And this is in the position, again, of the unknown. This is hidden secrets, hidden knowledge, things you're not consciously aware of. So the Two of Swords indicates a partnership, okay, or a joining of forces. And this partnership could be anything. This could be a work-related business partnership. This could be love. This could be friendship. This could be just a coming together of two people. This is also about balance, bringing things back into balance. I'm also hearing that for some of you Scorpios, that it's going to take effort on both ends. If it's about a partnership, that's kind of on shaky ground here, that it's going to take effort on both ends to make it work. I'm sorry, I was listening to my guides there. I'm also hearing that you may be waiting on a decision from someone else. This could be again in the work. related. I feel like it's going to be career for you, Scorpio, more so than anything else. But you're feeling like you're just it's a waiting game. You know, you're waiting to see what happens. I'm hearing that you need to make sure that all your work is done. You know, dot your I's and dot your T's and cross your I's. You know, make sure everything is done and where it's supposed to be. You know, be on your A game. In other words, all right, because you're likely going to be um, having to show that, or you know, your work is going to be looked over very closely. I'm also hearing for some of you that you need to make sure that you balance and rebalance your checkbooks. Make sure your money is where it's supposed to be. You have that all is accounted for. I'm also hearing that you definitely need to pay attention to your emotions right now. Um, as you know, with all this stress going on, this could definitely lead to anxiety attacks. It can lead to um, heart attacks, even, you know. Um, you need to calm down and relax and, you know, think positively and just hang in there again, okay? It's going to be a rough, bumpy ride for you, Scorpio, for some of you. I'm so sorry, but that's what I'm seeing here. Now, the next card in the reading, this is the outcome position, and I have the Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands is about defending. All right, this is defending yourself, defending either this could be your home, defending your position at work. This could be defending, you know, with a loved one, but defending your side or defending yourself in some way. Um, I'm also hearing to, you know, keeping the wolves at bay. Um, you know, I'm seeing that for some of you, it's like all these all this negativity is kind of coming your way, and you're just like, you know, back up, you know, I can't deal with y'all right now, you know, I'll deal with y'all tomorrow, I'll get to you later. You're just trying to kind of keep um, the villagers with their pitchforks and torches, kind of, you know, keep them happy and calm for right now. But you're doing your best, all right? I'm also hearing this there, you know, there could be a change coming for you, and this is I'm seeing that this could be a very positive change, depending on your actions, you know, in this stressful time in your life. I'm also hearing that if you ever wanted to be self-employed or run your own business, now is a good time to start. It's a good time to do your homework and kind of make those first steps in doing so. When it comes to health, I'm also hearing that you may be worrying unnecessarily, but trust your instincts on it. You know, if you feel like something's off, definitely get checked. But I'm feeling for most of you that it's going to come out to be a normal thing. All right. So before I let you go, I did pick an oracle card for you from my secret language of the animals oracle deck, and you received the orange bellied parrot. All right. And the message says, when Parrot flies into your world, he brings a burst of fresh energy and a gift of acceleration to your path. Just as Parrot flies through the trees at great speed, angling his body to maintain acceleration while narrowly missing branches, he calls you now to trust the energy rising within and be ready to leap forward with dynamic and radiant expression. Some planning may be needed, but don't get hung up on the details. Movement creates energy and possibility. The path will reveal itself as you take steps, and it's often easier to see what needs to be navigated once you are in motion. Like a rainbow in motion, your light will learn to bend. As part of opening the channels for your full expression, Orange Belly Parrot calls you to communicate openly, honestly, and clearly with others. Be playful and expressive. Let humor open spaces for new levels of connection. Take time to elevate your mastery of the art of listening to others and to yourself. If you are not sure whether you understand what another has said, repeat their words back to them. Validate their expression and allow them to know that they have been heard. Ask for the same in return. When Orange-bellied parrot leaves the shores of its summer homeland on winter migration, it trusts the spirit of adventure and it brings all of its beauty with it. As you step out into the world, bring yourself with you in full color. This is not a time to hold back. You are only one, but your gifts are bright and many. Release the pace of the past. Take a breath. This is your time to fly. Orange Belly Parrot says, I am an expression of God's light and color. I move with the swiftness of angels. I radiate who I am and all that I do. I am the rainbow bridge with wings. All right, Scorpio, that's going to do it for your September reading. I hope that this resonated with you, and I hope that this helped give you some guidance and insight. I apologize for my demeanor tonight. I'm getting a little sleepy now. Been doing several of these, and it's getting late. So, but as always, I wish you many, many blessings, and I hope again, like I said, that this resonates with you. If you'd like a personal reading with me, you may do so by following the link to my website and going to my shop page, and there you will find my various readings and prices. And until October, I wish you many, many blessings and stay safe and happy and healthy. Namaste, friends.